Hey there, Scabby Scummers and Gangers. Crimson Oracle here, and it's time to discuss the new reveals that we've had. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. We got a whole bunch of stuff today that's going to be awesome. First of all, you had the Traitor Guard shown off for Kill Team, and those guys are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, everything I would have asked for is there, including a relaunch of the Commissar and Traitor Ogren, which has Necromunda rules, might I add, from one of the White Dwarves. You can look it up in the Warhammer Vault or however you look up old White Dwarves. You know, some people have a file of them in their house. But Traitor Guard are going to be an absolute goldmine in terms of bits. They are going to offer us just a fantastic starting point for a Helot gang. And we already had an excellent starting point for a Helot gang coming in the previously announced Cultist set and Mutant set that are coming out for the Chaos Space Marine Codex. So we are drowning in a sea of just incredible Chaos models right now. I could not be more excited about that. As a follower of the Eightfold Path, I am unafraid to walk down its dark corridors. This is the age of Chaos is coming. Oh, and I would be remiss not to mention that the Kill Team set also comes with the fantastic new Frontierist terrain, which I was going to skip only because it just wasn't quite what I needed at the time. But if it's going to also get me a bunch of fantastic Chaos Cultists, sign me up. I just love this terrain. It's going to be perfect for Ash Waste. Oh, and of course there is the other great reveal from Wednesday. We got the first look at the brand new Squat Chopper. Now, if you remember the old Squats, they rode around in three-wheeled motorcycles. This guy is on a freaking hover bike, and it's so good. It's so good. And the way they're doing this like retro advertising thing, look at the curves and the shapes of the armor of the carapace of this thing. It looks a lot like maybe the armor of a Castellan robot, or you could see maybe an Imperial Knight in there. And I most think it looks like UR-25 from Blackstone Fortress. And I think that that's a sign that we're potentially going to see some really cool old Imperial tech, the stuff that, predates the Imperium, old human tech. I mean, I know that they've hinted at that, but the design cues are very conscious of it, and I love it. But in the meanwhile, Necromunda gets its own new gang announced, as a lot of us were expecting after the Ash Waste background video that GW did for the Warhammer TV program. I think it's called Lore Masters. And they mentioned squat prospector gangs as being, patrolling the wastes in the Ash Waste. And so it became a pretty common point of speculation that was one of the gangs we were going to see. And then probably Scavies as another one, because they were also mentioned in the video. And I am now fully expecting us to get a Scavvy gang, because we definitely just got squats. So what else were we expecting? The squats are exquisite. They are apparently 10,000 years or so separated from the Leagues of Votann, the new squat army that's coming out. So they have different culture, a little bit different technology and style and all of that stuff. So they are their own thing, which is really cool. I think that the Necromunda team gets to kind of have the freedom to do this kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to read their background. I'm hoping that we eventually see one of their enormous vehicles, although it might be, I might be asking for something that I will in no way be able to afford mentioning that. And of course there is the also announced Book of the Outlands, which is a book that has a ton of stuff for Ash Waste. And I am excited to say that they said on stream that includes rules for generic vehicles for every gang, including the Genestealer cult, Goliath, and bikes and that stuff. They mentioned that there's a way to build your own vehicle to customize out something. And they mentioned that it's going to have full rules for the Ash Waste gangs and a bunch of other relevant stuff. They said brutes even. So it's a really exciting time to be a Necromunda fan right now. We are in sort of this weird nebulous area between when Ash Waste is going to be out Saturday. People will be getting their copy Saturday, but you can't really fully actually start an Ash Waste campaign until everyone has access to vehicles. So we're just sort of in this weird dead zone where we have this expensive and kind of heavy box set, and we need this book to come out in order to actually, you get a campaign going, which is how most of us play this game. So what's going to happen? I'm hoping that the new book comes out soon. They haven't told us yet. I'm really hoping that we get it, as soon as within a week or two. I don't know if it's realistic to expect it to come that soon. So yeah, if it's coming out in, May or June, that's not that big of a deal. But if it's going to come out much later than that, it's going to start causing problems, especially for those of us, who are running events who would like to have vehicles on the table and need them out in advance so folks know what the rules are going to be. So please, 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 please let this book come out as soon as possible. It's been a long time coming that we get the Ash Waste finally tackled once again. They got a lot of attention in the initial release of the game, but not a lot even in the follow-up editions, and let alone in the new edition where it's just sort of been alluded to. So we're all stoked and excited, and we're all ready to get converting, and we just need the rules. Give us the rules, please. Give us the rules. We just want the rules. And before I forget, there is also a new warband coming to Warcry that I think are going to be just as suitable for Necromunda as they are for the new game. They are taking Warcry out into the realm of beasts, and the first new gang are worshippers of Hashut, the god of the Chaos Dwarves, the father of darkness. And these guys have a ton of brutal looking, fantastic chaos weapons. And I think that they are going to be absolutely perfect for anyone who's interested in the brutal looking, nomadic kind of aesthetic for a Necromunda gang or Outlanders or a guild or whatever. I mean, these are beautiful. And there's also this absolutely over the top, I guess, centaur creature that's coming to Warcry, and let me tell you, I am going to need to buy that as soon as it comes out. And I find myself wondering, do I convert it to something for Necromunda because that's what I primarily play, or do I use it to play in Warcry because I enjoy Warcry? Oh my god, I need two. Okay, I'm gonna detox with some squats. These guys are so pretty. I can't wait to buy them. All right, so I'm very excited. All of these reveals have been awesome. Today was my favorite day of Warhammer Fest by a good bit, and that's a great thing because I actually really enjoyed the Monday bit. I wanted to mention that I actually am going to have a painting video up next week where I show off the Maker's Cult 3D printed vehicle that I painted and weathered up for Ash Waste. I'm starting to do a bit more of that kind of stuff. And I just want to get back on track to thinking about the glorious adventures we're all going to have on the Ash Waste. So look forward to checking that out. Like and subscribe to the video to get more of my videos. And as soon as the rules are out, I'll do a video explaining exactly how they work. So I'm excited to get cracking on that. I'm going to have a ton of vehicles that I have made and converted and kit bashed at Nova Open. So I'll be showing those off as we get closer to Nova Open as well. And just generally, building the Ash Waste hype. So I'm excited. Anxious about timing. I hope that hope that GW gets it together and gets that book out as soon as possible. And of course, I wanted to thank my patrons for helping me keep this show running. You guys are awesome. And I just added a $2 tier for patrons, $2 a month. And you get your name here at the end of every video. And of course, you can visit patreon.com and look for the Dome Runners to get that info. You can also check out my podcast on Buzzsprout, and it's linked down in the show description. And of course, everybody out there, stay safe, and don't forget to change your paint water.